behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there, it's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got another great interview coming up for you in just a couple moments. But if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that bell. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And if you like what you see, go ahead and leave a comment on the comments section. And besides that, we're on Facebook, so go to facebook.com/Palm Mash TV. And obviously you can follow us there, inboxes, comment on the things you see there. And we have email as well, palmmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And it's good if you're a band or solo artist that want to be on the show. We'll show you how, but we love fan mail at that same email address. So if you're simply a fan, send us an email and we'll get back to you. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. In a moment, we're going to have Angie Starrz from Kissimmee, Florida. And she's another talented artist that we always get around here. We always have talented artists, and she's definitely one of them. And we'll get to that interview in just a moment. But first, here's a quick word from Smugworld TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Take a look at all of the types of shows we're seeking. Let us help you share your creativity. For more information, email us at smilepublishing007@gmail.com, or you can visit our website, swtvgetyourchannel.now.site.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Kissimmee, Florida, we have Angie Starrz. Thanks for joining us, Angie.
You're welcome, Paul. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We had a couple of mix-ups over the last couple of days or so, but at least you're here now. That's what's important.
Thank you. Yes, I'm happy to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about how it all began for you, because as you know, everybody has their own start in their music business, and I know you have your own start, so tell us a little bit about how it started for you.
Music has been in my family forever. I've been singing, dancing, performing, playwriting since I was a child. Since I could even remember, so music is my life. And I became a recording artist in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine by the name of King Velocity invited me to the studio to drop a 16 bars. And at that point, I've never really been in a recording studio. So that was my first time actually recording in a studio. And it became addicting. I wanted to be in the studio all the time. I've always been a writer, but I've never put it out as my own music. In 2013, I joined ASCAP, and, I became a publisher. So my publisher name is Jelly, and I publish my own music.
Mm. Well, that is quite a story there, and I'm glad that you are where you are today, and I hope you have many years ahead of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Very much.
No problem. Let's see, who were some of the influences that you grew up with that influenced you in your musical, styles and ability?
Very lyrical. I like, wordplay. So I pay attention to lyricists, MCs. So, growing up, I would listen to, Biggie Smalls. I would listen to Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Rod Digger. I listened to a lot of female and male artists, Little Kim, Jay-Z, Nas, most recently, Fred the Godson, may he rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. I listen to a lot of different artists. I love Busta Rhymes. Big Pun was a big influence because I speak both English and Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And I also write and read both English and Spanish. So I incorporate some, some of my Spanish language in my bars when I rap or when I sing.
Okay, yeah, and you mentioned Biggie Smalls, Queen Latifah. I mean, it's been a while since I've heard about Queen Latifah, but she's definitely good at what she does. So
Mhm.
I can definitely see those
Well,
influences.
she was an influence back when I was young as a child growing up because she was so positive, and very lyrical, So you never forget that. That's legendary.
Yeah, that and she definitely is legendary because and I can definitely see that in your music too.
Thank
Um,
you.
well, if somebody's watching this right now, they may want to know how to download your music or where to follow you on all those social media sites. Why don't you give us the lowdown on that?
Sure. My name is Angie Starrz, Starrz, and you can find me on all social media platforms like that: Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. I'm building my website now. I'm also CEO, and owner of Royal Stars Entertainment. So we do artist development, we do event planning, catering, and things of that nature. So hit up the Royal Stars page. It's Royal Starrz, Starrz underscore ENT. If you're interested in that, I also host, so I do many things. So you can hit me up for that. And the music, you can find it on all social media platforms: Apple's, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, YouTube. Just look me up.
Okay. Well, everybody get down to those streaming sites today, like the one she just mentioned to you. I know she would love you for that. And speaking of that, our video that's getting ready to come up in just a minute or two is called Goodbye. It sounds self-explanatory, but maybe goes deeper than that. Tell us a little story about the song.
So I wrote Goodbye when COVID hit. I lost, well, my neighborhood and my family friends, we all lost a great icon in our community who had suffered many years of incarceration unjustly. He came home, he beat the case. We were all happy. He went straight into giving back to the community, building his own business. So I decided to write a song about never saying goodbye to him because he passed away because of COVID. Young, strong man, got COVID right when it hit, in the beginning of COVID 2 years ago, I believe it was, or it's probably been more now. Like, but yeah, and I wrote the song for him and for my loved ones that I lost. My father, may he rest in peace. I also lost a nephew. So it was a really heartbreaking song. And it just brought me back to the days where I grew up and everybody was just so loving and caring. And, my siblings, we grew up like we were related. We didn't grow up like just neighbors. Their parents were like my parents. And just, I don't see things like that today, too much in too many places. Like where I grew up in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. So I recorded the video there. I invited all my old friends, family to join me. Everybody in that video was either related to me by blood or grew up with me as a child or even before my mother had me. So that's how way back I took it.
Okay, yeah, and it is a great song, and I know everybody out there is looking forward to watching that. And that'll be in just a minute. But Angie, we thank you so much for being on the show, though. We're about out of time, but we'd love to have you come back sometime if you'd like to come back.
Sure, I'll come back with the updates. I'm working on my album,
Okay.
Starrz Struck. So I'm looking to release that sometime in the end of 2023.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop a couple of preludes and EPs on the way. But yeah, that's my main project. So look out for Angie Starrz. I'm also a host on 99.9 FM radio station in Orlando, Florida Jams Radio. Tune in on the TuneIn app every Monday and Thursday. I have my own show from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay.
So tune in with Starrz and support Starrz because there's big things coming.
Okay, well, we'll be looking forward to that, Angie. And right now, let's get to that song, Goodbye, by Angie Starrz, right here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless midnight of racism and war. That the bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality.
Success rising, you was able to taste. Ain't nobody taking your place. Sorry that you had to go that way. Tell God, keep me a space. For his glory, I'ma sing it today. My father died in a similar way. Can't express difficulty and decision I made. Keep reminiscing all the things he would say. Master my mind, master ceremonies, give testimonies. No rat, no phony, stick to a story. Rest in peace, Papi, kiss Hassan for me. Not a day go by or a second in time. You Pete and Papi not on my mind. The pain still shows in my eyes. Poured out some Henny, we ain't drinking no beers. You lived up to all your desires and fears. Son, brother turned husband, a father who cared. Bet you holding mama up there. Kisses and hugs, no drama up there. Rest up, soldier, you were living us here. We won't never forget.
I refuse to accept the cynical notion that nation after nation must spiral down a militaristic stairway into the hell of nuclear annihilation. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality.
Hey, yo, Mo, I'm fucking with this.
We struggle in these streets, surviving by all means. Lost a couple friends, riding to the end, not how it's supposed to be. No way to end love, no clock timers, no. Forever missing you, never gonna say goodbye. We struggle in these streets, surviving by all means. Lost a couple friends, riding to the end, not how it's supposed to be. No way to end love, no clock timers, no. Forever missing you, never gonna say goodbye. Switching in the snap, don't take niggas back. Salute, tighten up my boots, make me a boot. Spitting rhymes till my dreams come true. Big brother taught me anybody can get it, yeah, #1 rule. Rest in peace too many times this year. Pardon my tears, faces on gear, bow knees in despair. Praising God through our fears. Innocent lost life, shit isn't fair. We gon' rock Sunset Park like a new pair. Smoke so thick, still in my hair. Riding through my city, deaf in air. He can't breathe, government don't care. Who do they spare? Blow a few in the air. Pouring it out for the ones who didn't make it this year. Let go, let God repair. Secured love, knowing I'm not of this earth. Our blood shed piles under the dirt. We gon' bleed till this pain don't hurt. Come from the dirt, money fool, you poor-minded folks. Betrayal from a mister, picked off a list, it's all in a gesture. I'm a diamond, life apply pressure. No question, hate to mention demon possesses. Cover your eyes, an illusion is present, and no, it's not a present. Blood cries, vengeance, pure to evil balance. Love today, tomorrow, not promise. Wish this nightmare will end. Wake up to God's promise. We not saying goodbye. Our nation will forever rise, hands to the sky. We struggle in these streets, surviving by all means. Lost a couple friends, riding to the end, not how it's supposed to be. Nowhere to end love, no clock timers, nah. Forever missing you, never gonna say goodbye. We struggle in these streets, surviving by all means. Lost a couple friends, riding to the end, not how it's supposed to be. Nowhere to end love, no clock timers, no. Forever missing you, never gonna say goodbye. Thinking about those days playing outside, catching kids crushing on your favorite slide. Mama out window screaming for you, come inside. Always had a front back mama let you play inside. Hoods were a village, neighbors' kids grew up like siblings. Fist fights made new friends, how you doing? Family members moved in, cousins, aunties. Now we can't get a hug without looking salty. I miss my aunties, HIV took her away. Other auntie died of a broken heart, more could I say? Uncle shot dead 17 times, newspaper printed. Mother hasn't been same since she lost her siblings. God made heaven, earth, below, above. Who God? Money, oil, and drugs. Americans squeeze triggers and drink rum. 40 your face always numb. Man, nigga, I don't need a reason to get it done. I'm slick with it since day one. Mystique how I find truth in the day's run. Not looking to count ones, get ones, positive outcome. Levels reach people to outrun. Hate to grip this pistol, not gonna catch me without one. Few from plenty, just me and my day ones. You always gonna hate on the wrong one. That's why I gave my heart to the beat of this drum. It go rum pa pum pa pum pum. We struggle in these streets, surviving by all means. Lost a couple friends, riding to the end. Not how it's supposed to be. Nowhere to end love, no clock timers, no. Forever missing you. Never gonna say goodbye. Say goodbye. No, I ain't. Rest in peace, Roberto Me Correa.